Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go hit and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Gravy, 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 gang! What is going on, everybody? It's Past the Gravy, episode 681. And I am your good buddy, Alex the Moondog Middleton, with my close personal friend, Pat the Sundog Dion. It's week zero, college football, buddy.
Are you feeling
I'm
good?
feeling pretty good.
I was gonna say you held that note a little bit longer today.
It's like
Felt good?
each day is getting closer to
We made it.
We're almost
It's
there.
football. We officially have real football.
Tomorrow is preseason football again, but then we get preseason football, then we get college football, real college football, then we just got to hang out. But then like next weekend is like real college football. And then the following
But like,
weekend,
there's real games.
all they count. They
We're
count.
kicking off in Ireland, which is it's not like it's special. We do it every year now, but like that Irish stadium is awesome.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
like
get
Lynn Bog or some Irish sounding
the
shit.
bog, yeah. We'll talk college football. It's definitely a big comeback kid here in a little bit. Solid pod ahead of you guys. All right. We got a solid pod. We got some answers we're gonna wrap things up with. And I always talk about just whatever I've been in the wormhole of, like what I've just been sucked into online. And the two things I've been sucked into online that I'm just gonna share with everybody are it's a guy named Mullet Reviews. And
Yes.
I can't stop watching it. I talked about it on the morning show, on the Rod Ryan show this morning, where I was just like, I can't stop watching this guy. And what he does, if you don't know, his name is Mullet Reviews. And on TikTok, he just goes to all of the worst rated Chinese buffets that he can find until he gets food poisoning. And he's on day 76, I think, at last I saw. And it's gross, where he'll go and he like legitimately eats the food, tries all this stuff, and then I'm like, oh, let's check out. Are we gooning? Let's check out these crab rangoons. Are we gooning, boys? We gooning today.
We ain't
and
gooning.
and he'll try, yeah, all of the grossest stuff, and he tells you how much it was. It's just really funny to see what gross stuff they throw under a heat lamp. But the worst one I saw was when he did clams.
And he thought it was
He thought it was
cheese on
cheese,
top.
and it was mayonnaise, and he was like, it was mayo. It wasn't even cheese.
I saw a more egregious one
He
yesterday.
also loses his shoe. He also takes his sandals off, and he's
barefoot in every
as
bathroom.
yeah, as the thing progresses, he's just like shoeless.
But I saw something somehow more egregious than mayonnaise on the muscle yesterday. Is he's going through the whole thing. He gets some lo mein, he gets some mac and cheese, he gets something else. He goes back. It's not mac and cheese. It was noodles with mayonnaise.
Oh, why though?
Exactly. Like, and he gave that one like a 2.3. He was like, I couldn't get past the mac and cheese. He seemed to like everything else.
But he's intentionally searching out the worst ones, and
Just the grimiest looking little Midwest blonde guy with a mullet. I love him.
I hate it. But I love him for doing it. But like I hate watching it. It's so gross, but I can't stop. And every time he has a new one, I'm like, yep, let's go. How are we doing today? Ooh, a 3.2.
This is how you know our phones are listening to us, because I found this guy like 2 weeks ago.
Yep, that's what
Right after I went to a Chinese buffet for the first time in like 15 years.
I've been on him about two weeks now.
And it showed up on mine, and then it probably immigrated to yours, like right away.
Which
at
I'm
the same
fine with.
time. The phones are listening, boys.
Would
But
love that.
Mullet Reviews. Check them out if you haven't. It's horrible but awesome at the same time.
And then the other thing I've been stuck in is we've done the problem where we're in a group thread where we just send the worst songs that people put out, like when they put their own music out. I think that has led to horrible improv troops, and it's just people doing improv that like record it, and it'll be maybe from a live show. Sometimes it's just from like whatever their practice room is, and they're the worst ever. And I'm not faulting anybody. If you want to go try out improv, like sometimes you got to get out there, you got to put yourself out there. And a lot of times improv is maybe people that need to work on their social skills sometimes. And these people definitely do. And a lot of them, and there's the people that have overinflated social skills. Like, oh, I'm a great actor. I can do this. It's like, no, maybe
You're
not.
not.
And also being a great actor and being good at improv is very different too, because you have to be able to think on your feet as opposed to like memorizing lines. Well, so you can do one without the other. Sometimes you can do both, but there's people that just really can't do both. I'm not saying I could do either, but it's like watching The Office with real people.
See, this is what's bad for you is I think our algorithms are merging. Because
Oh, we're gonna be
I
the same
saw
brain.
one yesterday.
Our cycles are
I
synced.
got 10 seconds into it and I turned it off and I was like, God, I thought yesterday, I hope I don't start getting improv videos.
You're
This is
going
supposed
to
to be going to
now.
keep going, but this is bad for you because now you're going to get stuck in my algorithm,
That's fine.
which sometimes can be a bad
Eh,
place to be.
It's mostly just like Giants videos,
It
like
started
just
out as,
him, and then guys
no, if I get
catch
pulled
guys
into
eating
yours, that's
phase
good.
and improv.
Mine, mine gets dark. I started out as just tits and dogs. And then over time, I was like, I'm going
The
to
way it
leave
should
all
be.
politics likes to Twitter. And then I just caught myself not doing that.
Mm.
So now you're going to get dumb politics. Sorry about that.
I'll just scroll past those.
But you know what? You just got to double like and try harder on the mullet reviews now.
Yeah,
Shout out that guy. I like come
I
to
got
if you ever
rocks.
find yourself in Houston, let's get some Chinese
I
food.
would love to go try some Chinese with you, and then we'll take you to Nick's place and get some good food after that.
Yes.
That's also a
Only mustard you get at Nick's is when, or not mustard, mayonnaise is when you ask for
yeah.
mayonnaise.
You gotta ask for it.
No surprise mayonnaise.
Speaking of Nick's place, fucking, we went back this weekend. We had like 87 beers with my brother, just crushing beers with the boys, watching preseason
Oh,
football.
it was great.
It was awesome. It was like a preseason.
It was our week zero.
It was preseason for us too, where we were like, oh, I mean, let's try this. Do we do buckets? We were all trying different. Do we want to do a bucket of this? Let's just do a bucket. Okay, let's just bring a bucket out.
Well, we never got the bucket.
Well, then we were gonna,
We said
and then we
buckets
just
like
couldn't
three
agree
times
to
and
it,
we just
and then we
kept
just
hearing.
see. Like, it was preseason for everybody.
We're working out the kinks.
Working it out. It's gonna be fun. We did the two blood. My brother and I did the two Bloody Marys. Then we go with the drinks. Solid work. And then I think maybe this Saturday we're gonna go party again, and it's gonna be awesome.
Fuck
and
yeah.
just like we're gonna be ready to go. Week 1 NFL Sunday. Vibes are gonna be at an all-time high. We're sitting at our spot.
I'm so pumped.
I'm so excited.
I might have my first heart attack.
No, don't. You can't. You don't want to get a
I'll
heart
fit
attack
through
during
it.
football. Okay.
You've never seen Bill Swirsky Super Fans?
I'll drive you to the hospital after.
No hospital. You just fucking pound that shit out and you're good.
I watched the movie Big Hero 6 with my kid the other day, and we just had the Baymax guy, the big white guy. He could just EKG you right there.
If I get some electric gloves, I could be Baymax.
Oh, I could get those ice gloves.
Hell yeah.
Those ice taser gloves.
Love
Would that
it.
bring you back? If I tased you and you had a heart attack, could I save you?
Yeah.
Why not? I'm gonna say yes.
I want to know if those ice gloves are like available to the public. I'll never buy them because they're probably like $800. I just would like to know if I could buy them. I want to know the options out there.
There's definitely we can look into that.
Yeah.
We can look at that. So I was talking about our periods syncing, our cycles syncing with our algorithms. You were like, now your algorithm's gonna be, yeah, our cycles are syncing. We hang out too much. Now our algorithms just think that we are into the same thing. Speaking of cycles, though, I had an invention, and I think I'm gonna change the women's health game forever. You know me, I'm a feminist.
First and foremost.
I'm always looking to help women at any point in time. Maybe you are a smoker, maybe you're not a smoker, but Camel Crush had its day in like the late 2000s, early 2010s.
Our high school
Like
years.
when I
pretty
was in
much.
college and high school, Camel Crushes were the shit, which is basically the filter in the cigarette. You could pop it, and a little bead would just give you a little menthol release. So as you could have a menthol cigarette, or you could have a not menthol cigarette with the filter. Why don't like? Why have they never made Camel Crush tampons?
Brother, I think this is a great idea. And I think we could actually step it up one. Nicotine pouches are the new craze of the day. I mean,
Like a Zen?
your boy's got one in right now. I'm doing mint, which is basically menthol. Ladies, if you could, your period sucks. I understand.
Periods are bad.
I'm so happy to be a guy because I couldn't do it.
We feel for you. You're so strong. You're so brave.
What if during this horrible time you just had a little nicotine boost through your day to help you out?
So
It's right into the bloodstream. I think, I mean, First of all, I liked your idea before I even thought of this, just because it's like, hey, a little refreshing, maybe that brightens your day just a little bit. We had a little nicotine in there.
And a little nicotine would be cool. But I feel like the nicotine could be on its own thing. I think that the beauty of like a Camel Crush tampon, the tampon wouldn't even necessarily have to be like it's not just menthol no matter what.
Oh, so it's like you do a Kegel to make it.
It's like legit. No, you legitimately get to decide whether or not you want to Camel Crush it when you're like putting it in. The little applicator thing, you shove that up there. You squeeze the middle if you want the little menthol burst. If not, maybe it's a heavy flow day. You need a little menthol relief right there. Then you squeeze it, you get a little menthol in there. Maybe you don't. You just, hey, not a heavy flow day. This is the last day of my cycle, whatever. Let's just done. I don't need that menthol burst. Then you're good. You can use it either way. So you don't have to use it. It's not a requirement. It's not menthol tampons, but maybe you want a little buzz. You want a little something, something. You want to feel something. You pop the middle of it when you're putting the applicator up there, and then boom.
Just the fact that me and you could have this conversation as a serious conversation that we think is good, it just hilariously shows how guys will just never understand the feeling of how many more nerve endings they have in their vagina. This would be torture for them.
No, it'd be probably good.
We're like, dude, if somebody had like a menthol in their mouth and gave you a blowjob, you'd be like, that's fucking amazing.
Probably.
That'd be so fucking cool. Our dicks are just a little bit more numb.
You're talking like smoking a cig,
Vagina.
like smoking a cig
She
and
had, like, a
blowing
Zyn.
me, like blowing me with the cig. Like my
See,
part of me is in their mouth and like a cig's in the other one.
Because that's hot smoke that's going to burn.
True. That's what I was.
Just
that was
a
that'd be
Zyn.
risky.
A Zen. That'd
A
be
Zyn.
amazing.
Yeah, they could have just Zen tamps that are just
Like hot
nicotine.
rocks and she blows you.
Like just
For us, it sounds great. For them, I'm just saying it probably sounds terrible for them.
nah.
But I think maybe we roll this out at like rodeos. Start with barrel racing girls. They're all fucking nuts.
Okay.
I'm sure they'll let us know if it's a good idea or not.
What about like colleges, college campuses? It'd be great to like stock hey, we'll stock your tampon machines with our new Camel Crush.
I don't think that just the
tampon
general
crush.
populace will be ready for it yet. Maybe we start off with like the women's rugby team.
All female sports.
Oh, we could probably do all sports. We might want to start with the rugby team. See how it goes with them.
Okay.
Those are some tough ladies.
But like just think tampons, but better. And that's like, what if we made tampons better, ladies?
When's the last time the industry got revolutionized?
Tampon
We're
tech,
trying to help.
tampon technology really has peaked, and I'm here to try and take it to the next level. This is for you, ladies. Okay, tampons, but better. Think about it. Think about it.
Maybe like if we need an investor, we can reach out to Liv.
They're not really in the investing business
Tampons, but
anymore.
louder.
Oh.
Not a bad idea. No, they're pulling their money from Liv. They're probably looking for new investments.
Tampons, but louder is the perfect slogan.
Such dude brain. No woman wants their tampon to be louder.
This one has a Bluetooth speaker with it too.
Tampons, but way more noticeable.
What if like you could listen to a football game through your vagina? Like, is there the technology to do that?
like when somebody gets tackled, there's like a vibration setting, so like you get
That would be
too.
a really bad TV show, but a funny concept for a TV show would just be like guy gets put in charge of tampon company, and it's just him trying to. It's like Mad Men, but for tampons, and it's just dudes like, all right. Hey, hear me out. Tampons Camel Crush though. Camel Crush on the tampon.
It's like modern Mad Men, where like back then they would have been like, we don't give a shit. Now we're like, well, we got to be allies, but let's fucking do it.
We're helping them. Okay, all right. What if like we like say you're camping and you want to roast a hot dog, but you don't have a hot dog skewer? What if we had tampons that had hot dog skewers coming out of them? Yeah, I mean, okay. Instead of strings, they're hot dog skewers. They're extendable hot dog skewers.
Hear me out. Women love jewelry.
Right. I see where you're going.
Tampon string jewelry.
They're pearls. You pull them out, they're pearls. We can charge $80 a piece.
That just looks like anal beads.
Yeah, but we just repurpose them.
I meant more like a charm bracelet, but for your pussy.
Yeah. And that's how we lose listeners. But
There's at least one woman out there that's like, I know a girl that would try that.
All right, hey, ladies. I know some of you you are listening to this or watching. Just you don't have to have any context to it. Just at Pass Your Pod say I'd try it. That's all I need. Ladies, Fellas, take a break. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. In the comments, ladies just say, I'd try it. And then fellas, speak for your woman too. You can also be like, she'd try it. She'd probably try it.
She'll say she
Eventually.
won't. I know her. She would.
She said she wouldn't, but she probably would. All right, what you got for the pre-cum segment?
We're fucking idiots. I fucked up at work today, but
Don't
it was
don't say that.
it was one of those rare ones where like I was the one who physically fucked up. Not my fault though, so no trouble comes from it.
Oh, because you're like in charge.
No, it was
I was
our
gonna say that's the best.
our head kitchen guy. He's out on vacation this week, and our main back of house lady who does like prep and stuff too. She's like taking more of the ordering, but like she was busy with a bunch of other things, and she was like, "Hey, can you call them and order this list of things?" And it was like case of Parmesan, case of Romano cheese, blah blah, all these things. This was the other day. Today, I look over at the salad guy, and he's talking with the GM. I guess I was supposed to order one package, not case, of anchovies.
Oh, so you got a lot of anchovies.
We have enough anchovies that luckily we were able to like return it.
I was gonna say
It
you
wa-
bring a lot of like Caesar salad dressing.
It was more anchovies than we would use in 6 months.
Mm.
Like normally it's probably like a little 5x5 round package of anchovies. This was 6 packages that were like twice as long.
You know, like cats.
I was in my head already like, how the fuck do we make specials with anchovies? You don't make specials with anchovies.
Hear me out. All right.
We do have one location that has pizza though. Maybe we should have just tried to ship it over to them.
What if? What if?
What if a woman shoved it
I
up
was
his
gonna say,
pussy?
all right, like sometimes you're on your period, and people say that smells like fish. No, it's got anchovies in it, you motherfucker. I'm a woman. It has anchovies. The anchovy juice is good for me. It shortens my period by up to 2 days.
Gross.
Oh, and I was just trying to think of this was mostly for you, not for the women. I was trying to think, how could we package this into our
Hey, ladies, is it your time of the month?
Our-
Come eat at my restaurant
Our
and
opening-
blame it on the anchovies. You got a stinky puss? Blame it on us. Yeah, that's real great advertisement for the restaurant.
you got a sticky puss.
We'll give you a Dr. Pepper too.
Free Dr. Pepper with every purchase. For you, ladies.
That was probably the greatest rumor of all time from being a kid was that Dr. Pepper made your vagina stink because
And
it
Mountain Dew
didn't.
made your penis small. That was
I don't remember that one.
remember
We
because
just
yellow
had the Dr.
5,
Pepper one.
yellow 5 makes your penis small.
But the Dr. Pepper one was great because it didn't stop anybody from drinking Dr. Pepper because it's Texas and it's fucking Dr. Pepper.
and then that's how you bully and you go like, I guess what her, you know what?
Well, my buddy's older sister loved Dr.
loved
Pepper.
Dr.
So all the time
Pepper.
I was probably like, bro, you're just pussy.
yeah, we
Thanks.
were gross.
You want me to go find out?
I can check it out if you want.
She would have never touched me.
All right.
So yeah, I screwed
Yeah.
up ordering a shit
Got
ton of
anchovies.
anchovies. Like I said, not my fault. I was handed a piece of paper. One CS looks a lot like one PS when it's scribbled down.
Yeah.
One case and one piece are very different amounts.
Very
of
true.
Very different amounts of anchovies.
Very true.
It turns out. So it wasn't
Ancho-
really a not cool. It was just a little fuck up, but hey, not
But-
my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault. You're good. And the fact that you could return it, that fixes
That was a big part of it.
that gets you out of it. All right, let's move on to our Comeback Kid segment where we tell you what's back in the news according to us. It's brought to you by the Pass the Gravy merch store, passthegravy.com. Shout out to Brenda. Brenda was actually, I think we might be adding some colors to the shorts because Brenda was saying that that's her husband's favorite pair of shorts. I was like, well, obviously he's got great taste. You have great taste in picking husbands as well because he likes our shorts, which is essentially an extension of our podcast. Brenda also rocks Raimundo. I saw was working out in his Pass the Gravy shirt, and I know Brenda was also rocking her PTG shirt. So I appreciate everybody. Rachel also sent me a picture. She was wearing her hat while she was riding her horse. So shout out to Rachel as well. But send us pictures of you doing cool stuff.
I hope
And you're-
Rachel's not a barrel racer. I might have offended her earlier.
I think she's a polo player. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's got some Pass the Gravy merch. PassTheGravyMerch.com. If you buy anything, send us a picture. You do some cool stuff, and send us a picture of that. We'll give you a shout out on the podcast because we appreciate you guys supporting the podcast. We're never going to put you behind a paywall or ask you to pay us for the pod. This is always going to be free content. But if you want to support us, then get a cool shirt for it, or a weaponized koozie, the best koozies that there are. The
I
past.
wonder if we can get them to change it to say weaponized koozie.
Probably not.
Probably not, but you know.
But if somebody attacks you and you're drinking out of one of these bad boys, they're metal, so you just throw it at them. Boom. Bad guy gone.
There
Not a
you go.
problem. Not a problem. But passthegravymerch.com. Show your PTG support at passthegravymerch.com, the official sponsor of the Comeback Kid segment. And our first comeback kid this week is Dolly Parton. She's gone. She's gone.
She was the perfect woman.
Single mom, worked 2 jobs, loved her kids.
As soon as for those of you who don't know, Alex did his bit of posting Reba McEntire saying R.I.P. Dolly. I immediately laughed and I was like, I got to see the comments. Most people got it. You got some people real pissed
Every now
off
and
on
then
that.
you get them, and then people are like, oh, come on.
This one isn't funny.
This is fucked up, dude. It's like, it's not really fucked up.
I egged somebody on. I was like, yeah, this guy seems like a real piece of
Yeah,
shit.
no, I love doing that. Just gas them up. And then the best is when they're like, oh, that's fucking Reba McEntire, you idiot. I'm like, I'm the biggest Dolly Parton fan there is. So I'm pretty sure I know this is Dolly Parton. Well, Google Dolly Parton, I guarantee you so much. I was like, this is exactly what I did. This is the first photo that popped up, you loser.
It sucks. I thought just in my head, I was surprised when she was only 80. But you say only 80. That's a fucking
Only 80.
hell of a run.
Only.
In my head, I thought she was gonna be like 92. Just because she's been around, she
You
was
could have
already
told
a
me-
legend when we were born.
You could have told me any age after 70 and I would have just believed you without looking it up.
Me and my boss today were like, God, and Clint Eastwood's still fucking kicking. How is that
He's
guy?
one of the same guys. If you told me any age after 70, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds right.
Oh no, he's like 94.
If you were like, he's 84, I'd be like, yeah, probably. He's 76. Yeah, okay. I can see that.
Yeah, Dolly, this one hurt.
Dolly Parton, though, like we had to add it to the Death of the Year nominees, and this is the most stacked category we have ever had. Now,
Well, it's
like,
even more stacked too.
Dolly.
For those of you that are like, how have they not mentioned it yet? Yeah, and then that was yesterday. Today we were followed up with Tim Curry,
Not Steph Curry.
not Steph
Not
Curry,
Steph
Tim
Curry,
Curry,
different
which
guy.
also. And then I forgot. So everyone's posting about him today. Forgot he was the voice of Nigel Thornberry.
Yeah. And he was the butler or the hotel employee in Home Alone 2, which is his most famous role.
I would have said maybe Scary Movie too.
No, I just when anybody in Home Alone 2, that to me is their most famous role. Catherine O'Hara.
I mean, he should
most famous
dream
role.
with the president of the United States.
That was Donald Trump's most famous role, not as president of the United States, but as the guy that asked where the gift shop is or where the lobby is.
I was really sad for like 20 minutes today too, because me and my boss were talking about. We're like, "Fuck, these things happen in threes. Who's the third?"
Hayden Panettiere and Frank Beard was also dead.
Well, fuck, I forgot about Hayden Panettiere. I was gonna say it took us 20 minutes to realize Frank Beard was the other day, and we're like, we're both kind of music guys
so
a
now
little
it's
bit.
4.
Forgot about Hayden. Or does that mean is Tim Curry starting a new three?
No. But what was it? It's like every 27 years. So like now there's gonna be a Tim Curry death every 27 years. That's bad. I was told that the clown doesn't die.
Well, nobody better remake Rocky Horror Picture Show because if so, that guy's gonna die in 20 years.
Rick Moranis, we gotta save
27
him.
years. Did
But
Mel
Norris.
Brooks die recently too? I was gonna say I couldn't remember if he was still alive.
But I was talking to my wife about this because I was like, like she obviously is very into the Gravies nominees coming up for like the year where like she's not at all. But I'm like, babe, like there's a lot on our plate this year. We got Death of the Year. It's gonna be probably the hardest category we've ever had to choose for this, like the auxiliary Gravies. And she was like, yeah, what? And I was like, I mean, like, you had Dolly Parton just die, and then earlier this year you had Chuck Norris, and I was like, there's like 10 people ever on Earth that have walked the face of the earth that are like, I call it Betty White status, where it's like everybody loves them. Everybody loves them. And
Everybody loved Dolly.
you don't know what Betty White like. I didn't know that Betty White was in Gilmore Girls forever. I didn't know that until I got older. But I was like, Betty White's cool. Everybody likes Betty White. Whoever she is, she's just loved. I thought she was like from
Best
the
of
Cooking
us.
Channel, like she was like an old Martha Stewart. No, she wasn't.
That's
She's
why I
just
always said to
Betty
me
White.
she was my 1-1 wood. Just because like
Just because it's Betty White.
it's Betty fucking White.
Dolly Parton, same thing. I feel like Chuck Norris, same fucking thing. Like, what did Chuck Norris do? Yeah, he was the karate guy. He was Walker, Texas Ranger. A lot of people just were like, he was the guy from Dodgeball, did thumbs up. Yeah, everybody
Everybody-
fucking loved Chuck Norris.
Everybody in the world loved Dolly Parton. Like everybody
Mr.
posted about it. It's like
Rogers.
people that were like, you would never think they were into that kind of music. Everybody loved Dolly. She was gays loved her because she was a fucking icon for, helping out with that stuff. Fucking everybody loved Dolly Parton. I was gonna list like four other things and I forgot what they
You
were.
should have
It
said
was just
straights
weird
because
just
that
making
kind
it
of
gay straight.
asexuals. That covers all the
Fucking
spectrum.
punk people. Eminem posted a letter that
White
she
people,
wrote him
black people, all ethnicities.
after like he beat Dolly Parton out for an award years ago. She like wrote him a letter, like this really nice letter. Like, I'm so proud of you. I've always felt like even though like we're different genres, we have like kindred spirits, blah blah blah. And he was like, I'm broken up. I never got to meet her. Everybody in the world loved Dolly Parton. She was the best of us. Not a single person has a bad thing to say about her.
Yeah, if you had to put the Mount Rushmore of
Most beloved
people that
Americans
just
of
like
all time.
not just I don't know, they don't have to be Americans, just but like they happen to be. Like Chuck Norris, Dolly Parton, Betty White, Mr. Rogers. Who do you take off that?
None of them.
Like Oprah's kind of there. Oprah's kind of like borderline.
But I don't know. I don't think she's in that level just because like people don't necessarily hate her, but like she was always a punchline for dudes because like she was
South
such
Park.
like the woman thing, and
Just
everyone
South
was
Park
like,
did
eh,
that.
because guys never cared about Oprah.
But yeah, it's just
Everybody loved Dolly. Everybody
like you
loved
just don't
Betty
touch
White.
Dolly. You don't touch Dolly.
It was
And it
Bill
was
Ball,
yeah.
but she wasn't quite there. She was an icon too.
It's just
Just in a
that there's
different way.
there's maybe 10 people ever that it's like don't and if you can think of anybody that I haven't mentioned, like Chuck Norris, Dolly Parton, Betty White. I think Martha Stewart's kind of right there, but Martha Stewart's probably like in the like next tier. Like we all love Martha Stewart.
Yeah,
Guy Fieri
she's
kind of
just
the same
real
way.
cool.
But Guy Fieri, people are annoyed with Guy Fieri sometimes, so he doesn't
I
count.
feel like everyone's pretty much come around on that though. Like in the beginning, everyone made fun of his hair,
Yeah.
but then he was just on everything, which annoyed people. But then when he's on everything, you see him and you're like, wait, this guy fucking kicks ass. Emerald. Everybody loved Emerald
Yeah.
Lagasse.
Here's one. Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe.
Has anybody
Well, he kind of gets into politics a little
does
bit. So a
he?
lot of people don't like him.
Because I always see him
That's
just in dirty jazz. Like I've never had anybody be like, "Fuck
He's a
Mike
common
Rowe." I'm like,
sense guy.
he's a guy that just does stuff. He just gets out there and he does shit. But yeah. Oh, fucking Steve Irwin.
Steve Irwin, he's up
Steve
there.
Irwin is right up there. Okay, so Steve Irwin would be like one of the
You
10.
can do a Mount Rushmore of it because then you're like, how do you narrow it down to four when you find more people that are
I
just
think you have to-
beloved?
I think you have to take. It's either Chuck or Mr. Rogers coming down. Steve Irwin deserves a spot on that.
For beloved, you probably take down Chuck. Just everybody loves him and he's like the most badass ever, but like
Because Keanu Reeves is
beloved,
kind of
pure and
he's like kind of there, but he's like he's Martha Stewart category, like just below that.
and also what hurts Chuck is he, being in the martial arts thing, there's
Violent.
genre. Well, no, not that. It's that there's then people that are like, yeah, but he wasn't really like a real martial artist. And then people are like, dude, you don't know anything. He was like
Yeah,
the
he was
most
Texas
decorated
Ranger.
martial artist ever before he started doing TV and movies and stuff.
Well, he told the kid that he had AIDS, and Haley Joel Osment never had AIDS. Yeah, it was part of the
I
script.
just mean that like there are people out there that just for whatever reason falsely believe
True.
he wasn't.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dolly though,
And Tim.
and Tim Curry. It fucking sucks, dude. I thought Tim Curry was dead. I'm not gonna lie. I guess I just thought that him
I
and
thought that too. I
was
don't
it
know
Alan
who it is that I'm
Rickman?
thinking of.
Alan Rickman.
Well, for a second when Tim Curry happened, I was like,
That was Snape.
oh
right?
no, it was Snape. And also, wait, no, Snape was Alan Rickman.
I think I just thought that Alan.
They do have
Rickman,
kind of similar looks, yeah.
the Britishy.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman's British, right? Yeah, yeah. He's Snape. He's obviously
Tim Curry, just an all-time great voice too.
yeah. Nigel Thornberry.
Well, I mean that he was kind of like
I
playing
know.
with the voice, but just his regular voice was so fucking good.
His weird, his
Just
smile,
not weird.
like the Grinch smile, where he does that, like the cartoon Grinch smile that you see in Home Alone when
Back
he's
in
watching
back
it.
days,
Like
those-
Tim Curry has that smile. That's what I think. If you were like, what human being can do this smile? Tim Curry doing that.
dude, Tim Curry and Muppet Treasure Island. Oh,
Ooh, is that his
so
best work? Was that his best work?
that might be like
That'd be
he's
a good.
so
That'd be a good
good.
clip to do. Is like Muppets Treasure Island was his.
It's always like
Was his best work.
Muppet movies. They nail it because, like, remember, what was it, Muppet Christmas Carol? And what was the actor's name? The British.
I know who you're talking about. I don't know,
Yeah, he fucking because like he played it as such a serious role, and then he's just on screen with Muppets. Like he was iconic in that. Fucking Tim Curry was iconic in Treasure Island. R.I.P. Tim. R.I.P. Dolly. Everyone loves you guys. We love you. We miss you. That sucked back to back days. That sucked a lot. What do we got next?
Hold on, I'm trying to make a quote card of Pat saying Tim Curry's best work was in Muppets Treasure Island.
I'll stand on that too.
No,
I'm
I
sure other
know,
people will
but
give
it's
me
gonna
great
get, it's
ones.
gonna do.
But like
Um,
anytime anybody wants to put maybe a more serious movie, I'll make yeah, but like his acting was perfect in Muppet Treasure Island. He's so fucking good.
all right, next up we got um,
Old man yelling at cloud.
Old Man Yelling at Cloud is indeed the next comeback kid because that was the headline of a story. That was literally the headline. I mean, Enos Cantor.
I was
Not,
gonna say controversy story. I wonder if it's the WNBA.
the headline was Cantor Freedom ejected after confrontation with Sky's Cloud. He yelled at a woman named Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud plays for
She yelled
the
at him
Chicago Sky. The Chicago, like really, we had Asterisk Tally last week. We were like, cool, like name of the week. Asterisk Tally, name of the week is Natasha Cloud, who plays for the fucking Sky. How are they not like, hey, by the way, we have a girl named Cloud on our fucking team about the Sky?
Because it's the WNBA and
Why
don't
did
do
Sue
anything
Bird,
right.
like Sue Bird should have fucking played for the Sky? With that, you know, how sick Cloud and Bird would have been.
Yeah, but also you could have just put her on the Indiana. Were the Fever around then? They might not have been.
Bird fever.
Because just having Bird in Indiana. That
Bird fever.
also the Indiana Fever should change their jerseys to look like Larry Bird's high school or I mean college jerseys. Indiana
Maybe.
State, the baby blues.
I wouldn't hate that, but we'll get into Baby Blues later. Yeah, dude, in his Cantor Freedom, I don't even want to fucking talk about it that much, but he is a loser, right? We can say he's a loser.
Yeah, but it's also funny.
I think it was funny until he went and did the fuck. Like you just don't go to the fucking don't go to the game and do it. You dick.
You knew
You
that was
fucking
you
loser.
knew that was coming.
You fucking loser. And then I don't know how it happened. Natasha Cloud went and was chirping at him. He was wearing a shirt that said woman, biological and whatever. Like, dude, I get it. It's like I understand you're allowed to fucking go off on it, your stupid little platform, because you weren't good enough to hang out in the NBA and get people to follow you. And then
I mean, he had a long career
a lot
in
of
the NBA.
okay, but like he's most well known for criticizing LeBron for politics reasons, and now this. Like he's not known for
Mal
being-
LeBron, yeah.
he's not known for being like a basketball player.
He's
He's
a
known for-
layperson, yeah. Like if you follow sports, that's still what he's known for.
but this is why he's like hanging out. Like Royce White, not got a basketball career anymore. His music career sucked because he was bad. That's why he's hanging on to like,
It's hard to tour when you can't get on planes.
Yeah, like your tour bus can only go so far if you're not that famous. And Royce White's like, I just need to hold on to something of relevance. Let me just go and be the I'm a woman now guy for the WNBA. It's like it's funny initially, but like don't go to the games. That's their fucking space, and you going to their space and then be like, oh, what? I am allowed to do this. How dare? It's like you knew what you did. He was trying to rage bait, and then he got rage baited because then he's like, oh, I didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Like he's a loser. The real important story is that the Chicago Sky have Natasha Cloud on their team. And that is like, how are we not talking about the Sky having a fucking cloud? It said,
I love that out of this story, you're like, here's what the real story
it says
is.
Enos Cantor is yelling at Sky's cloud. That makes it sound like he's just yelling up into the sky.
Especially because his name is Enos.
Yes.
That's such an old man name.
Like-
no, I know it's a foreign name.
It didn't say Chicago's cloud, which then I'd be like, what cloud? There's a lot of clouds in Chicago. But like it says Sky's cloud.
I would pause for a second and be like, is Chicago known for only having one cloud?
Close your eyes. And when it says Enos Cantor yells at Sky's cloud, can you not just see a guy yelling up at the sky? Ah, why are you doing this in this WNBA?
I'd be like, oh, he finally snapped.
Yeah.
He's just yelling at clouds now.
That was just like, I don't know. That was very rarely do you get a literal headline like that. And it was basically just old man yells at cloud.
Now we got one more WNBA player name to pull out. And people like name 10 players, make easily.
Natasha Cloud, obviously. Sky till I die, baby. So I always say,
I will never back anyone Chicago.
so I'm next year, I'm going to comment till I vomit.
I
Print
love
the shirts. Print the shirts.
Where's that tattoo going?
Verbal trademark. Oh, I'm just gonna get comment. Just a comment. I'm just gonna get a whole like thing on like the bicep. It's just gonna be a big comment of
Nice.
Cheryl Swoops. A montage
Get
of
a Nike
championship
suit. I
banners.
feel like that's actually for Cheryl.
I'll get their 4 championship banners and then my back-to-back-to-back championship banner. So what's the fifth one? Did they win another one? Oh, well, that's my personal one. I followed in their footsteps. I made them proud.
You're a legend.
Made him proud. But yeah, old man yells at Cloud because that was again Cantor Freedom ejected after confrontation with Sky's Cloud. Sounds like he was like, "Were you fighting the Sky?"
So here's the weird thing. I thought he changed his name to Enos Freedom. His last name is Cantor. He changed it to Cantor
Sounds like
Freedom.
he married somebody named Freedom.
Or did whoever wrote that article just not even look it up?
Well, I think they just like it's like if you did not
Doesn't
know
matter.
if you didn't know who Meta World Peace is, you'd be like Ron Artest or Meta World Peace, formerly Ron Artest. But yeah, I don't know. I think he just probably added Freedom to his name.
Or when you didn't know that the artist formerly known as Prince was actually Prince.
That was just a legal thing though.
Yeah.
Which is,
Like,
kind of,
whoa.
which is a sick move where it's like, all right, fine. The artist formerly known, bitch.
That was part of the reason that I took so long to learn about Prince. Is because hearing that name as a kid, I was
You
like,
just
this
thought
guy fucking
he was
sucks.
a stuck up
Like,
asshole,
what a
which
fucking
to be
loser.
fair, he kind of was. He probably,
But he was allowed to be because
yeah, he was
greatest,
because he's
like,
Prince.
maybe the greatest guitar player.
You can be a stuck up asshole if you're Prince.
Fucking legend.
He rocked. That rocked. Played the Super Bowl the year before the Giants won it. I will always remember that.
Also up there, maybe the greatest Super Bowl performance of all time. It's like him or MJ.
Yeah.
Dude, singing Purple Rain as the rain was
Whoa,
coming
I
down.
know.
Like, God helped him out with that one.
Bad Bunny. Let's Bad Bunny and then Kendrick Lamar before that. So those are the two. Like those are 1, 2. Then we can do
Okay.
Prince.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
He's Bad Bunny. I don't know what it was.
You're not even saying his name right.
Bad Bunny.
There you go.
I don't even know Spanish, but I was taken aback and I was just like, this is incredible.
You're forgetting Katy Perry's legendary performance.
Left Shark. Who could forget?
Left Shark,
You think I
baby.
forget Left Shark? Bruce Springsteen. I rocked. Tom Petty played the Giants. Upset over the Patriots. That was cool.
I remember that.
That's
awesome.
He had the big heart, the Heartbreakers.
Oh, yeah.
the-
Yeah.
She was American girl.
All
R.I.P. Tom Petty. All right. Also back this week is college football. We talked about it a little bit, but fuck yeah, it's week 0. We're gonna drink. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I gotta work Sunday morning. That's gonna suck.
I'm gonna gamble. Yeah, we're gonna drink so much.
Dude, gonna gamble all day.
We're gonna gamble so
Wall to
much.
wall.
It'll be so fun.
First kickoff 11 a.m. Last kickoff 9 a.m.
West Ham plays at 9, so I get to watch soccer before that.
Fuck it. So I've got 8 games to watch all day. You've got 9.
What a time.
Yeah, but like I don't have a family, so I get to watch all of it.
This
and you're gonna
is-
be interrupted.
Hey, buddy, I have iPads up. I don't think you realize that. I have iPads. My daughter the other day, we had whatever. I think
Sorry, babe. It's opening day. I can't put any effort towards the children today. This one's on you.
we had I think Moana or Wally or whatever she had on, and that was on the main TV because I gave up my main TV privileges. I get that. I understand.
I could
well
never.
now. I have the 3 iPads though, and I had one of them on a game, and she was like, "Daddy, I watch Paw Patrol." I was trying to change it. I was like, no. No.
Tell her to pick a screen.
No.
You can watch Paw
Hey,
Patrol here, but
You know,
then
that big
Daddy's
one.
big-
No, that's mine. That's daddy's. That's daddy's. And she was cool about it. But I was like, no, daddy's got that. Daddy gets the iPad.
setting boundaries. That's good.
Daddy gets the iPad.
Can't let them walk all over you.
Yeah. I was mad at West Ham. I was mad about it. And so I was like, we're watching you guys, you bitches on the iPad. You're an iPad team. Fuck faces. That's how, like, I'm not yelling anymore. I'm not getting mad and breaking things. That's the, like, I'm different, dude.
That
I've
would be-
changed. Now I just relegate team. Like my team got relegated, West Ham got relegated, so now I just relegate everybody. I'm like, you think you're a TV team? Fuck you, Yankees. You're a fucking iPhone team. You're not even. You're a backup iPhone team.
You should start doing rankings of teams and have them like, these are the main screen
Giants,
teams.
TV.
These are the side screen teams.
Red Wings, iPad
These are
1.
the iPad teams.
Yankees.
No.
iPhone.
No, I mean like do a ranking of like take all the NFL teams and then put them in like these are the teams that are okay, you'll be a main TV team. These other teams, these are side TV teams.
Oh, just tier it?
Then this is the tier of teams that are
So
iPad.
it would be TV, iPad 1, iPad 2, iPad 3 that goes out sometimes
That'd
when the
be a
Wi-Fi
banger
disconnect,
tier listing.
and then just phone off to the side. Nobody fucking cares about you.
Oh, I'll never have a phone team.
Sometimes
If
it
it's
happens.
like if I have to watch it on the phone, then it's just not being watched.
I'll watch stuff on the phone. You haven't had to like when you're doing bath time.
Yeah,
You
see,
don't
I
get to
haven't.
always bring the iPad in there. Sometimes you just gotta have the phone because you gotta have it off in a small enough area where.
I mean, for a couple, I mean, like a whole game, like a couple minutes
Oh
at a
yeah,
time. Yeah, everybody's
I know.
got that.
Like
Oh,
if
I
you're in
gotta
the
take a
car,
shit. I better pull it up on my
if
phone.
you're in the car and stuff. I've watched entire games in the car. When my wife and I used to go visit her family when they lived like outside of Dallas, on Sundays we would come back, and I was like, "Can we come back during the Giants game? We drive." And I would just
I
watch on
remember
my
you doing
phone the
that.
whole time.
But yeah, we got to put that together. A tier listing of teams based on what screen you're watching on.
Somebody remind me to do that in the comments, and then also tweet me and remind me to do that, and I'll do a tier list of all 32 teams, and it's just my tier list of like main
Break it out on the show and
because you
put
yeah
Buffalo in like the iPad team list just to watch Rod
on
lose his
backup
fucking mind.
iPhone. Friend's iPhone where I get Pat. Hey, will you pull up this on your iPhone? And you say no, and then, all right, we probably don't want to watch it.
Like, why do you have Cowboys on side TV? We got to study your enemies. I
Yeah, I'm
mean,
watching film. Like we play them
yeah.
twice. This is a 2 time a year team I gotta play, so I gotta
You got
watch
a
it.
new coach and you can't make it there anyway. Rod, I'm not worried about the Bills.
You don't think I have to learn all of the Cowboys players so I can then make fun of them?
You had a good run as the best team in New York. No more. We got a Harbaugh.
Yeah, Harbaugh, dude. Also, my daughter on one of the shows she watches is like a Hulu show. Or I guess if you have Disney, whatever. But Hulu, Disney Plus, all that, they have like the same 6 commercials that just run over and over again. And there's an Abercrombie and Fitch commercial right now that has Malik Neighbors and Jackson Dart in it, and it's got Somber singing in it too the whole time. And I'm like, oh, this is the best combination ever, and I love it so much. I'm like, oh, there it is again.
Brother, we are 2 weeks away from seeing Jackie Dart, Harbaugh, and Scatterbill.
Dude, but Jackie Dart, like I've never had like a hot quarterback, dude. He's so hot. Like it's just him in the subway. He's got his Yankees hat on.
Yeah,
He's
you
going
got
down the
Jameis,
subway.
too.
We got Jameis. They're both named to the leadership council I saw
You
today.
got a good hair quarterback now for the first time.
So they got both Jackson Dart and Jameis both were named to the Giants leadership team, which then obviously one of those guys, like that's how you pick your captains. Like how hilarious would it be if your starting and backup quarterback were captains? That's what I'm really hoping for.
It only works with Jameis.
Jameis should have
And
a
nobody in the world will blink an eye at it because they're like, well, it's fucking
Even if,
Jameis,
like-
dude. He's awesome.
even if
Jameis is working his way towards the Mount Rushmore of beloved people.
I think you're always gonna have Florida State,
Oh yeah, fucker right.
so that's never gonna put you right. Like he's right below Martha Stewart's territory.
I think he can overcome it by the time he's
Redemption arc guy,
Yeah.
all time redemption.
Hey, we all do dumb shit when we're in college, all right? Look at the next 60 years of his life. He's beloved.
Seems like a pretty good guy now. Yeah, he was 18 when he did that. I like to look past things that people did when they're 18 and just be like, hey,
We should
maybe
all
that
hope
wasn't
so.
who they fully were. Especially if you're on my team. If he was now on the Eagles or Cowboys, absolute scumbag. I would hate him. Anything he did, I would hate on.
No, I think you'd still be more in the like, God, I hate that he's on the.
I would just not
on that
talk
team.
about him.
Yeah,
I would ignore
you
it.
you don't talk about it and privately. You're like, fuck, I hate that he's on that team.
It's like with Saquon, like I think he's a nice human being, but like fuck him. I hate him. And I wish nothing but the worst on him. But so like now really the only thing I can do is every time I see him on the commercials that he's on, I'm like, bitch, that's AI. That's not he can't really jump that high. He's not doing 6 backflips like that.
There was
He
like
can't
a
do that.
10-year run after back in the day the Eagles beat the Packers in the playoffs. They got a 4th and 26. So I hated the Eagles after that.
Fourth down, Freddie Brown.
Yeah, there was like a 10-year span where the Eagles in the top 3 rounds just kept drafting Notre Dame players, so I couldn't even root for them when they went pro. I was so fucking
I was a
angry.
Michigan fan.
I hated that
I was
shit.
a Michigan fan when we were in high school, and like they got Jason Avant. They would always get Michigan guys, and I was like, "Boy, I don't like you now.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like, fuck,
you're dead to
dude.
me."
I loved you 2 months ago. Now I can't root for you until you end up on a different team, which means your career's not going great.
One of the McCollum twins that went to Sam Houston got signed by the Eagles at one point last year or 2 years ago, and I was like, "Nope."
Friendship over.
I think he won a Super Bowl with him, but they were like, do you even want the Sam Houston?" I was like, "Oh no, absolutely not.
No.
No. Like if a Sam Houston Bearcat could win a Super Bowl, but it was with the Eagles or Cowboys, I would not want them to do that.
Yeah, fuck him.
That Sam Houston wouldn't want you to do that.
Was Rhett Bomar a backup when
Brett the Jet Bomar?
when you guys won one of yours?
No,
Ah.
no.
I know he had a
was,
cup of coffee on the.
like 2
Giants.
years after. He was always a backup practice squad guy. He was never like he was a third stringer practice.
Oh, he was never P squad or always P squad. Okay.
But for like 4 games and like
Football's back.
yeah, I could like watch it.
So
Yeah,
happy
nobody
right
cares about
now.
what we're talking about at all because we're talking about the most niche things ever.
I was like, God, we're rambling about football, but it's just good to be
But I
back.
remember Rhett Bomar got to play like 2 full games in preseason as the Giants quarterback for all 4 quarters because they're like, we're not going to put Eli out there. And I was like, I went to school with him. I hung out with him at a party one time. Now he's on my favorite team. This is the coolest thing ever. I would still buy a Rhett Bomar jersey if I could like customize it. I'm just not going to spend the money on it.
The thing I always wonder is like he had to do something to piss somebody in Oklahoma off when their heir apparent quarterback is getting a cushy no-show job and it gets reported and
No,
found
somebody
out.
just reported it. That was all it was.
That's
Just
what I'm saying. Like how, like who did he piss off? Like
he probably
the
sold a
next
car to
owner.
somebody from Oklahoma State at some point and didn't realize it.
No, he wouldn't have because he never showed up to the
Well,
job.
they were probably like, I heard Rhett Bomar works. You're like, yeah.
He's off today.
You know where he's off. He's off most days. Why don't you just sit over here and watch Dr. Phil?
Which I remember that at the time because I was like, I thought these guys couldn't even have jobs.
Oh yeah, no, they couldn't. They were supposed to. They just did.
Oh, that was fun times when you're an Oklahoma hater. Hey, it worked out for you.
That did.
Yeah.
It did. So that didn't work out for some people is NFL. Another comeback kid is NFL owners paying for sex.
This is the craziest story.
I know Jed York, owner of the 49ers, got arrested for soliciting prostitution. Which again, as long as it's not underage, I don't care. I don't like. I think a scumbag move. If it's a human trafficking thing, scumbag move, which is why it's a scumbag move because I don't know enough
It's
of
just
the fact.
dumb.
But it's like I was like, was it like a 14-year-old? Okay, if it's like if you're an adult and you want to can like get together with another adult and money has to exchange hands, it's not legal. But it's like that's two consenting adults. What they do, I don't fucking care about.
It's just so dumb to me
But
because
when you're not the owner of my team, I will be like, ha, my owner would never.
I haven't looked up his net worth. If it's not billions, it's hundreds of
It's a lot. He
millions.
owns an NFL team.
Exactly. Did you look up what
Where the
he
last
was
NFL
paying?
team just
No,
sold
no,
for
what he-
9 billion, I
what-
think.
Did you look up the price that he was going to pay for sex?
I was like $150.
$140 off of an internet ad that he found. Dog, you can't tell me you don't have
That's
someone
crazy.
that can give you the number of one of the best call girl agencies in all of Ohio.
Not
'Cause
for
that's what it was at the time.
$140.
Or like you couldn't fly. That's the thing. It means 100. Why are you trying to save
How do
money
you-
on this?
How do you think he got so rich? He saved his money.
It's just
He
so.
was getting $140 hookers, not $140,000.
There was one comment.
They add up.
Somebody said something like, "When you have steak every day, sometimes you want ground beef."
Yeah. Sometimes you want a hamburger.
But like, dude got married. It's funny to think that this dude's living such a like sad life right now. He got divorced a couple months ago, but he is just like a little nerdy guy. This dude felt like he had no other options than buying a internet hooker for $140. Like, dude, you're loaded. Just being loaded will get you laid.
Yeah, you in most places.
And or just you spend the
Maybe
money
he
for the
wanted-
secrecy of it.
Maybe he wanted connections. Like just
Like, how did he
like
not be
connection
like,
to
dude,
somebody.
Kraft got caught at a place he'd been going for years, but it was a little shitty strip mall. Like, call girls, dude.
It was a jerk off.
They can afford
Jerk
call
off.
girls.
Like
Nobody's been caught since Heidi Fleiss in the 90s with a call girl.
yeah, and
Or, fuck, I mean, you're loaded. Porn stars, OnlyFans, like, there's
then
so
I
many
also
better,
think with that-
wider options for him.
with that you risk the like, are they going to put me on blast if they should?
NDAs, dog, and then you sue him.
But if you slide
and-
into
and-
DMs, you don't get the NDA.
But yeah, that doesn't look as bad. Be like, huh, did you see the owner paid an OnlyFans girl to come and she blew him up? Okay, well, now he's suing her for everything she's worth because she violated the NDA. And two, like, I don't know, a rich guy getting a hot OnlyFans girl, that's not crazy. A dude trying to get a $140 hooker on the internet who's a billionaire, that's a way worse look.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're like, it's a fucking divorced dude going through a midlife crisis and he's getting hot young girls to bang him. That's, oh no, I've never heard that before.
yeah, it was not a great look. Not a great look.
And he was in Ohio, so he can't even blame it on the substation.
But also like, and there's never. I mean, the like the NFL owners are like a stand-up group of guys. Like none of them have like bad things on their record, and like it's just it tarnishes the NFL shield when you have like somebody that maybe doesn't have like great accountability now, and you're like, well, your owner just solicited a hooker. okay, well, like, well, who else? Like Dallas is owner. So what? He jerks off in his shoe every now and then, and also got hookers. Whatever, that's fine.
You know,
Oh, so what? He got jerked off at a massage parlor. Whatever. So what? He emailed Jeffrey Epstein a couple of times. They didn't hang out. He got him tickets. He just
you know, some of the players are going to be
friend.
like, if he shows up at practice, they're like, Coach, I fly out girls every weekend for
Hey
Instagram.
man,
I can
yeah.
teach you.
Hey dude,
But come on, man.
I can hook you with my people. I got you. You're good to go.
Sir, if you needed girls that bad, I can put you
Yeah.
on. Just hang out with a couple D linemen. They'll get you laid that night.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really, as long as it was all consenting parties and it wasn't like part of human trafficking where somebody was doing something.
Well,
It
it was a sting.
was a sting, right?
So like, there was
nobody
nobody on the other
was
end.
hurt.
It was
So
him
I don't
talking to the cops.
I'm glad that it was not anything bad. Like if it's underage or anything or human trafficking, problematic.
I'm sure Jerry Jones has already sent him like a number of some good call girls.
Gotcha. When you come to Dallas later this year,
God damn it, you're making all the owners look bad.
we're gonna go out to that little pink pound.
How did you not reach out to me first?
after everything I've done?
Or like now you think Robert Kraft stopped getting hand jobs? No, he's just found a fucking more discreet, better way to do it.
So speaking of that, Deshaun Watson also named the starter of the Browns.
This is actually
people with like jerk off.
it's the smart way to
Sex
do it
stuff.
actually for the Browns. I think this is because if you start Shador and he's really bad, then you either just have a horrible quarterback
gotta
all
go to the
year
rape
or
guy.
you turn to the rape guy. This way, like at least you're like you give him a couple games, he's gonna be terrible. Then you can go to Shador and be like, all right, well now we're giving our young guy a chance.
Even if he
And
like,
there's no other option because you sure shit aren't going to bench Shador after that for fucking Dylan Gabriel. He's horrible. Shador's had moments.
dude, Dylan Gabriel was great. What are you talking about?
Great for betting against.
No,
Yes, I agree.
Haslam really wants Arch Manning, and so he's gonna get Arch Manning. So I think the
I don't
Browns are gonna be
think-
really bad.
I don't think Arch comes out. Also, they're not going to be the worst team. They're not going to have the number one pick. Their defense is still
Maybe
really
the
good.
Jets.
Yeah. But if it was the Brown, I think the Mannings are like, well, Arch is just going to
I think
stay.
the Cardinals are probably the worst team. The Cardinals are
Very
probably
likely.
gonna be the worst.
Very likely. But I think Arch stays another year if the Browns have the first. Arch might stay another year
All
anyway.
the
The family has
Mannings-
said this
The
all the
Mannings
way.
all go to school for 4 years. Over 5 years.
And they've been saying for multiple years, Arch isn't necessarily coming out as your. That's all.
Owen is
pretty,
none of the
like,
Mannings
imposing
left
that
as a
that
red shirt
Arch is
dude.
just what we all think he's going to be this year, and he's just the knockout number one or number two pick. Like that might not happen.
Sam Houston might come calling, and then oh fuck, we got other guys that we're talking about, not Arch, and then maybe all the Sam Houston team gets drafted.
I kind of want Arch to play one more year regardless.
I think he will. I think
But
it's
also,
not
like
number
if it's
one.
like the Browns and the Jets are the first two picks, the family might just anyway be like,
If he's
no,
not
they're
number
going to
one,
force to get a quarterback, and they won't go quarterback.
Mannings don't force their way into anything. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Don't sound crazy.
That's what I'm saying. But even so, if he does the 4 year thing, and then the Browns or the Jets are sitting there, they might again pull an Eli and be like, we're not playing for that fucking franchise.
But so whatever the Browns do though, like no matter what you do, even if Deshaun was somewhat successful, but there was like an injury that comes in, you're going to be celebrated by taking the rape allegation guy out.
Your offense is going to be booed coming on the field every time.
Unless you put Shador in, and eventually when you put Shador in,
I meant until
yeah,
tomorrow.
and they're like, yeah,
Dude, how dope would it be if just like first play of the year, the left tackle doesn't block on a 5-step drop and Deshaun just gets destroyed and is injured. And everyone can be like, sweet, we let him play one play. He's done for the year. Everybody's happy.
I remember 2 years ago watching.
Maybe his knee gets blown out. That'd be sick.
2 years ago, I watched Shador Sanders highlights all the time, and I watched almost every one of Colorado's games. Be like,
You had to be ready if he
this
gets
could
drafted
be
by
the
him.
Giants quarterback. Okay, like let me try and sell myself on him. And the whole time I was like, I mean, he's obviously going to be the guy if we draft him. I have to buy in, but like, I don't love any of this.
Yeah.
I don't love this at all. Like Cam Ward did some cool shit where I was like, I want that guy. I want that guy. There's this other guy, Jackson Dart, might be in the mix. I was like, probably not like a first round quarterback, is he? And then he ended up impressing people, and I fell in love. And I'm so glad.
Well, yeah. Also,
so
the
glad-
pairing of Scatterbo too. You've got two meatheads.
But as the
Two
whole thing
meathead
panned
white
out,
guys,
I
that's
was just like,
great.
so glad Jackson Dart the quarterback and not Shador Sanders.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do.
Shador in New York would have
We
been.
probably don't get Harbaugh if Shador is the quarterback.
Well, you might, and then he might just bring in a different guy.
No, he would have been like, fuck that.
Well, also, you're
He
forgetting
came
if
because of
Fedora was
Jackson
your
Dart.
guy, Jameis would have just been your guy last year.
Yeah, true.
Now this year, you'd be wondering, are they going to go Jameis again? Or are they going to give Shador a shot now?
No,
It would have been Jameis
Jackson.
last
It's
year.
Jackson's turn, all right? It's Jackson's league.
We're doing it again.
Can't wait.
We're just rambling about our
Can't
football
wait.
that nobody
Can't
cares
wait.
about.
All right. Also back this week. Last but not least is Noel Devine. Noel Devine, if you graduated high school and played sports between like the year of like 2004 to 2010, you probably know who Noel Devine is. If you were ever on rivals.com, where it was like when we were in high school, you would watch all of the best, like they had the rankings of who the best recruits were in your grade. And so like we graduated 2008, Terrell Pryor was the number one recruit in all of high school football, ended up going to Ohio State, he played quarterback and then switched to receiver for the Browns. Then he played for the Seahawks and a couple other teams. But I remember Terrell Pryor was the guy coming out when we were seniors in high school. Another guy that came out like a year or two before us was Noel Devine, not from Texas, but he was like in the nation. He was out of Florida.
Greatest high school mixtape of
It was, and you would just watch like that. It was before YouTube too. Like you would just go to like whatever like highlights websites.
like dudes always like to say Tavon Austin highlights are the greatest highlights of all
They're
time.
really good highlights.
Tavon Austin, yeah, his college highlights. High school highlights,
Noel
real
Devine.
ball knowers, no. Noel Devine high school highlights was the greatest highlight mixtape.
Hurtling 360 and over.
Going into
people.
a pile of 8 fucking guys and escaping back out the side and burning everyone down the sideline.
This was high school footage. This is high school stuff. So
like 5'9".
we were
But he
we were
ended up going to
15.
West Virginia in the
Yeah.
Pat White and fucking what's his name? Who's the coach? He's
it
back.
was Rich
Rich
Rodriguez.
days. Everyone was so excited, like, oh, he's going to be the
Steve
next.
Slayton was
He's going to
there.
be the next Steve Slayton.
There's Steve Slayton, Noel Devine. They're like, this is gonna be it.
And then Rich Rod
And-
fucking left, and Noel Devine was an undersized guy.
But I think it was the
Yeah.
2007 season where they had everybody in the world lost. Like Missouri and Kansas were playing, and they were like 1-3 in the country when they played the last week of the season. And like the number one team in the nation changed like 9 different times throughout the season, which is pretty
Pre-Saban
crazy.
era when that
And
happened.
Saban just figured it out. But Noel
Then
Devine
Alabama killed everything.
was never great as like like he was good in college, was never great,
Explosive.
but in high school where like the mismatches in athleticism are just so great, like he dominated, and he was like I watched hours of that guy's highlight videos just from high school. This Monday I was watching TV and they're like, all right, and so we're gonna go through some of the high school football is back. Let's go look at some of the top plays from high school football this weekend, and it was all around the country. And they're like, and Noel Devine Jr. And like I was doing work, I was just kind of listening in the background. They're like, and Noel Devine Jr. And I like looked up, I was like,
huh?
no, that's not the from Fort Myers, Florida. I was like, well, his dad was in Florida. No way, Noel Devine Jr. Same fucking thing. He's the same fucking kid. He's just his dad.
Now
Just
I'm
made,
trying to do the math. What did he have him when he was like 18?
he's a freshman, so I think he. What are you? 14 or something?
So he had him
You're probably
what,
14,
low
15,
20s.
14. So if you're 14 years old, 2000, that would be what's 26 minus 14?
12.
So he was born 2012. Well, I was in college. Yeah, no, I was
the end
he
of
was
college.
in
Okay,
the
that
college.
makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Okay.
that's
Whenever
right.
you have kids, yeah, we were just really bad at math there.
Ooh, that was embarrassing.
That was pretty bad. It was like,
I've seen so many clips of dudes on podcasts. I'm like, dude, it's simple math. How are you not
nope.
dumb?
Because my brain thought 2026, and I was trying to do all of the. I was like, what's his birth year? I was like, no, if he's 14.
Kid math throws everything off
Yeah.
because nobody can remember accurately number of years back to their childhood and
However old a freshman is, he was born around 2012. I would guess that. Okay, so he has grown up. He's probably watching his dad's highlights. He's doing the same fucking shit, and it's very niche. And you may not care that I'm talking about this at all, but like I knew Pat was gonna get it. But like I texted our friend. He's been on the podcast before. We've done stuff at his bar, Andrew Packard. I was like, "Babe, wake up! New Noel Devine just dropped." And I was like, he has a fucking kid. He has a fucking kid. Oh my god! And then we both just watched it. We're like, he's fucking sick. And then that was. We didn't text again. We have not. We texted. That was the first time in like 6 months we had texted. New Noel Devine just dropped. Check it out. Check it out. It's fucking sick.
I'm so excited to watch this when I get home.
Yeah, Noel Devine.
Honestly, a little disappointed you never sent it to me.
Well, I wanted to say over the podcast.
That's fair. That's fair.
I feel like I thought I did say Noel Devine. Noel Devine has a son. Did you know that Noel Devine hasn't? I may not have sent that to you, but I did put it on the podcast thing because I knew I was going to talk about it here. So shout out Noel Devine. Love to have you and your son on the pod. Big fans. And Sam McGuffey, whatever you're doing, let us know too. What if we got Sam McGuffey on? That would be sick. U.S. Olympian, Sam McGuffey. All right, let's move on to the not cool segment where we bitch about stuff. If you want to complain about stuff, hit us up on Twitter. We're at Pass the Grade Pod. Hashtag PTG Not Cool is what you got to use. That's how we'll find it. Hashtag PTG Not Cool to at Pass the Grade Pod. Find something that happened to you in the last week or so. Just makes you say, hey man, that's not cool. You know, you're trying to nail something into the wall and you accidentally hit your thumb with the hammer. That's not cool. If you get run over by a car, not cool. Not cool at all. If you get hurdled by Noel Devine Jr. and you're on a highlight reel and everybody's making fun of you because that happened to you, not cool. So hit us up at Passively Pod. Use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. We'll do some not cools that you guys submitted next week. I'll go first because mine's stupid and we've already talked about football. So why not keep talking about football? My not cool, since I had a pretty solid week, is the NFL rivalry uniforms that came out.
So dumb.
I think some of the rivalry uniforms are cool. The NFL has in the last 2 years been like, hey, we're gonna make every team have a rivalry uniform, which is an alternate uniform. Baseball did the City Connects. NBA did the City Connects. So like we're trying to sell more merch. Let's try and come up with new uniforms, despite how many uniforms your team already wears. I get football fashion is maybe not everybody's thing, but we really like jerseys. And Pat is a fan of the Packers, which is a very traditional team. I'm a fan of the Giants, which is a very traditional team. So I think it's weird when certain teams have. We talked about with baseball, with like it's weird if the Yankees have an alternate. I don't want the Yankees to have an alternate.
Yeah, the pinstripes are iconic. You don't fuck with.
They can do the New York with just like the Navy New York if they want to do the batting practice jersey.
Lettering is different.
I'm not gonna get mad about that.
Jersey. But
like if the Yankees came out with a City Connected, it's like we got a Subway on our shirt. I'd be like, what the fuck is this shit? I don't want
that. That you do a City Connect for can also apply to the Mets.
Yes.
So like, what's the fucking point?
Let them do the weird cheesy shit. We don't need that. And some places don't need cheesy shit. Houston's a city where it looks cool when you have cool shit. Like if you want to make a spacey stuff, like that rocks.
Franchise.
Space City was very cool. The new iteration of the Astros one, don't love that, but the Space City one was really cool. You know, all gonna be hits.
I like the
Rockets had the astronaut ones. Just like you're in Houston, do something spacey.
The Dunkstronaut.
The Arizona Cardinals had like the blood spatter ones last year. It looks like you watched an episode of Dexter. The Seahawks had cool ones, but they don't change. Like some of the jerseys are just the same jersey, just slightly different than their regular jersey, and then some of them are just stupid and have really just nothing to do. Like the Texans and Titans. So the NFC South and AFC or NFC North and AFC South all got them. So 8 jerseys: Packers, Bears, Lions, and who am I not? Vikings. The Vikings ones were basically just the Vikings with weird stuff on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Texans, Colts, Jags, and Titans had those. And the Texans and Titans, to be fair, kind of just traded jerseys where Houston has like their 6th jersey now because
it's a little dig to be like, yeah, we can't use the Oilers because fuck you and Bud Adams, but like we're going to use a color that's just off the Pantone and we're going to put some light blue highlights in there.
So they have basically Houston has the tile that the street numbers were used to be on, and that's pretty much the lining of all the numbers and everything. That's probably the best of them, but I tweeted out like they look just like the Titans away uniforms, which they do. They do look like like Google Titans away uniforms 2026. They're the same uniforms. Pretty much. Like they just don't have the little tile, which I'm not saying they can't look similar, but like don't be like, whoa, they're ours. And then just it turned into the Titans fans just like, oh well, they're actually our colors. Maybe you should come up with your own colors. And I get sick of that. Which is also funny because then I was hating on the Texans just stealing Titans jerseys before I realized the Titans basically just took the Texans H-Town ones with the ghetto looking H thing on their helmet. They just did that for their rivalry uniforms. So it's a fair trade. Wait, shut up.
Hey.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
Knock it off. Get out of here. Go. Yeah, it was I was fighting with Texans fans that were calling me a Titans fan the whole time, and that was my favorite. I'm an impartial third party. I'm just weighing in saying they look just like the Titans jerseys. We can all be right. We can all be right. Hey, dog, you're about to go downstairs.
Come down.
Come here, Weez. Get out of there. Go.
Yeah, it's like we talked about this for a while before the pod too. Some franchises that already have like weird color schemes, like Jacksonville, it works. Don't fuck with the iconic jerseys. Bears Packers. The jerseys are iconic. It looks great every time they've. I get it. You're trying to sell more jerseys, but like
they're going to, and so whatever
there's
we're saying doesn't
significantly
matter.
less games in football than there is in basketball and baseball. You can have a million jerseys for those because you have a million fucking games.
But if you're a season ticket holder for the Packers, you get 8, 9 games that you can go to.
And I've said before, like I'm fine with color swap. Keep the jersey the same. There's all like weird lines and everything on these. It looks like if the Packers had a yellow jersey for a game and yellow pants, I'm like, that looks sick. Like
They had that white-
I
they had
did
the
it in
all white.
Madden way back in the day, and it looked really cool. There's a possibility it would look like a bunch of highlighters out there, but I think it would probably look cool. If it works, cool. If not, don't do it again. Don't be giving us new weird fucking jerseys. I
Yep,
hate that
I agree.
shit.
They had the all white last year that I thought was cool.
Yeah,
Just stick
which
with
is
it.
like that's not crazy. That's just going white on white.
But the Texans now have a red jersey. They have the navy H-Town one. Then they have the regular white one. Now they have a new white one. And then, yeah, that's like they have.
It feels like
one
they're
other-
doing too much because when they redesign the jerseys, they're like, we should have just kept the old jerseys.
Maybe it was no. I think the new jerseys are cool. Just the redesign. I feel like when you've done a redesign, you can't just add 3 more jerseys.
The H looks like it would be a cool alternate for your regular jerseys. It being the main one, it's just like I don't. I think the H looks cool. I think the colors are cool. It just doesn't.
The
fit.
H looks cool to me on all the
It doesn't
Texans
fit.
gear that is not a jersey or no, on not a helmet. On the jersey, on the back of the jersey, it looks cool. On all the shirts and hats people have, I think it looks cool. On the helmet, I don't know why I don't like it.
To me, the H looks like it's
They should have just done the
like,
bull. Do the
uh,
bullhorn again.
if there was a local streetwear brand that wanted to make like Texans hats, but they couldn't get the rights to it, they would have designed that H.
It's a create a team in Madden.
Yeah,
You had
it doesn't
to make
look
the
like
Honolulu team.
it doesn't look like the logo of a fucking NFL team.
I agree.
That's why I just can't get with the H. Even though I like it, I think it looks cool. I just can't. But yeah, they're going too far with all of the jerseys in the NFL now. I get it. It's making more money. Roger Goodell the other day said, "Oh, eventually we're going to have a team overseas." Fuck that. I hate it. I don't want to see that shit anymore. I understand why you're doing it, but like you make enough money. Calm the fuck down.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to sell more jerseys so that their owners can afford to not fucking buy online hookers.
Well, that's true. That's true. All right. You do. You're not cool. I'm gonna take my dog down.
Yeah.
So she's
Mine not cool. It's nothing crazy. It's actually really stupid. It's the betting app that I use keeps changing their logo. So like so it was the one that it had always been. Then going into the World Cup, they changed the color of it. It went from yellow to blue. So for the first 30 seconds I was looking, I couldn't find the app and place bets, and it really pissed me off. Since then, they've changed it like 3 more times. They keep just slightly changing it, and the app looks different every time on my phone. It's like every month and a half, something happens. I have like 4 seconds where I can't find it. It's very stupid, not cool to have, and 4 seconds is not a long time. I don't like change. I've said this many times on the podcast. Not a big fan of it. I roll with it. All I do is bitch and complain and then get over it. That's pretty much my entire life. But just stop. You're a gambling app. You don't need to redesign. You're already getting money from all idiots like me. Stop you doing redesigns. It's just the same thing as the fucking uniforms, man. Stop changing shit. I hate part of the reason I hated the Texans jerseys when they first changed and all of a sudden they would be on screen. I did not know if I was watching the Falcons or the Texans. And now it's the same thing with this app. I'm tired of things changing. Stop doing it. I'm sure it's probably bugged you. Have you know it changed again like
the
5
app
days
changing.
ago?
I just don't
Yeah.
update it.
I don't update. My phone does not have enough to update, but naturally the app will just change.
Oh really? Yeah, I don't update it.
I don't have enough. I haven't ran an iPhone update,
It was like red
updating
and
my
blue.
software in like 2 years.
It was like red and blue for 4th of July, and then it just
Well,
was yellow
so-
again.
It changed like at World Cup.
Okay.
And then, but
that
since
was
then,
very
it went back to
fortunate.
normal, and it's changed 2 more times since the World Cup ended.
Yeah, it is annoying. It's like, hey, I know what color my apps are, so when it throws me off with the colors, that's not cool.
And I know the exact position it is, but when I'm just trying to pull it up real quick, and I'm like, "What the fuck? Oh god damn!"
Yeah,
they
you're like,
changed
did
the app
I
again."
open this app instead?
Stop changing it.
That's good, not cool.
Yeah,
Solid, not cool.
thank you.
Good rant.
Appreciate it.
Good rant. Let's move on to the answer segment. This is where we answer your questions. You know, we do the pre-cum segment. We ask our questions. We pitch our ideas. Now we give you the floor. Right? You want to ask us any questions at all? You want relationship advice? We're experts. Between the two of us, we've been in a relationship for like 15 years without having breakups. Neither one of us had a breakup in 15 years.
Fuck yeah.
Shout out to us for that.
know what we're doing.
There we go. Yeah, we're experts. Medical experts, pretty much. Anything you need. You want us to tell you what color a letter is, what a number smells like? We got you on that. And we want us to let you know what celebrity looks like, what dinosaur. We can help you out on that. At Past Grade Pod is where you'll hit us up. Use the hashtag PTG answers at Past Grade Pod, hashtag PTG answers, or you can email us pastgradepod@gmail.com. Put answers in the subject. That's at pastgradepod, hashtag PTG answers, or pastgradepod@gmail.com with answers in the subject. This is the answers segment, and we're going to start with our first question from Brock. Brock says, "If my boss gets arrested for soliciting prostitution, do I still have to go into work that day?"
Yeah, because
What's
they'll
the
check the clock in.
Let's just go 49 score.
I think it's Brock Purdy.
Huh. What's up, Brock? No, I think it depends on if it's your direct boss or like your boss's boss. Because like if like the head guy gets in trouble, you still gotta go in. If it's just your boss, you can. I'd still probably go in, but like you can go in late.
If you're in like an office, you can probably get it. If you have a job where you clock in, you're still gonna show up, man. They check those things.
No, that yeah, you
Also, you
gotta
don't get
swipe your
paid if you
card.
don't
True.
clock
That's
in. So
true.
that's,
You gotta swipe your card in.
but they might not be checking that. You might have a job where you can work from home. If you work in a restaurant and your boss gets soliciting prostitution,
You don't
you
got
still got to be there.
but you could like just be like, I don't know.
Thought we were gonna be closed
I was in
today.
a bad mental space. My boss got arrested for prostitution. I thought he was a stand-up guy.
Okay, cool. Well, now you're fired for not showing up to work.
Whoa, is he fired?
No, he owns the place.
Fuck. I feel like I'd like to
When you
appeal.
sign other people's paychecks, then you can make.
I think you can appeal that though. Like I would appeal the fire and be like, I'd like him to talk to me. Hey, buddy.
But yeah, when he gets out of jail, we'll have him FaceTime you that you're fired.
Okay, cool. I'd like to go to his court case and be like, yeah, I saw you left to do that all the time.
The only time you don't still have to go to work is if the boss unlocks the doors,
Yeah,
because then you can't get in.
that's fair. That's fair.
Good question though.
Great question. Next question is from Conrad. Our boy Conrad's back. And Conrad says, what kind of dinosaur would Dolly Parton have been?
Legendosaurus,
The Legendosaurus would be good.
fucking perfect Angelosaurus.
Like whatever the coolest, kindest dinosaur was. I did the research on this because I was like, gotta make sure this fits Dolly. Everybody can't be a T-Rex. Everybody can't be a pterodactyl. Everybody can't be a Triceratops. Triceratops, though, I thought about for Dolly because like great headpiece. Great headpiece. She's got great hair. We
Great
gotta do
hair.
that. But what I settled on was the Dilophosaurus. A Dilophosaurus. You may remember it as the little tiny dinosaur in Jurassic Park that's little things come out and then it spits stuff in Newman's face and then ends up killing Newman. That is that dinosaur. But what you do not know is that the Dilophosaurus is not at all like it was portrayed in Jurassic Park. There's actually no evidence about Dilophosaurus ever that they could spit any sort of venom or anything.
Yeah, in all the other pictures, it doesn't even.
They were
It doesn't
20
have the big side gills.
They had stuff that they could use the side gills, but they mostly had two crests on the top of their head. So
Yeah.
it basically made a big giant V, like it could be Dolly's hair. It would be big enough for Dolly to fit her hair on top of. So that would be perfect.
I mean, the
And for-
only pictures I see of the side things are pictures from Jurassic Park.
But if you know dinos like me, they were like 20 feet tall, not like a little dog sized one. Jurassic Park just did that to try and make it look like it wasn't a
Know
raptor.
how long they lived. It says 74 years.
I don't know if well, 'cause they can carbon date stuff sometimes, and you can be like, oh, it's from
Carbon
this
dating.
time to this time. Like if you find them in certain parts of the soil, you can sort
Never
of
mind.
find it by that.
That I don't know why it pops up on Google right away, but that's part of its lifespan in the Jurassic Park video game.
Oh, well, yeah, that's not a real thing.
Yeah, but it didn't say that. It just says lifespan. How the fuck am I supposed to know that applies to a video game?
Yeah, you're probably not. I don't know.
No, that's bullshit.
But
Okay.
in Jurassic Park, they make it look like it's small. It is not small. They were usually like 20 feet tall.
Quite large.
In Jurassic Park, they were just trying to distinguish it from the Velociraptors because it looks similar to a Velociraptor, but just picture it as a very big, massive animal with it had two crests that kind of came out like a V. Normally, if they had a crest on the head, it would be one big one, but they had two big ones, and I think that would be Dolly. So Dolly would be a Dilophosaurus. She would
be a
not
two
bit
big
venom, but if she had to, like if Jolene was trying to take her man, like I wouldn't want to cross Dolly, but Dolly was also just like the best. So Dolly would be a Dilophosaurus, or hear me out, a Dolophosaurus.
There you go.
Dilophosaurus for the win.
Can't believe she wrote Jolene and I Will Always Love You in the same day.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
That's
I
incredible.
always forget that she did "I Will Always Love You," just because that's not who you hear singing.
It's like when Johnny Cash sang Hurt, it became his song. When Whitney Houston sang that, it became her song, but like Dolly's version was great too, but Whitney's was just another level.
Just crushed it.
Yeah.
Just crushed it. All right. Next question is from Mackenzie. And Mackenzie says power rank casino games. And Mackenzie gives us blackjack, roulette, poker, craps, and slots.
I'll go first.
All right.
Number 5, we're gonna go slots. It's fun, but like you're
Yeah.
just pulling a lever.
Yeah. I get why people like it.
It's all flashy
It
and
does
cool,
cool
but
stuff, but
all these
yeah.
other ones involve a little bit more input.
Right.
I'm gonna go. I'll go poker 4, just because you kind of, if you're gonna play poker, you're set in for a long game. If you don't just get bounced immediately.
on that.
But
Yep,
like in
yep,
order
yep.
to, like you're gonna be sitting down for a while. 3, I will go blackjack. You can make a lot of money fast, sit and go. You can lose a lot of money fast, but blackjack, it's a really fun game, and you don't have to have like a time. Like there's not a great time input that goes into it. You can up and down it if you want
Yeah.
to, and bounce around to other games. 2, I'm going roulette just because the wheel is cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And 1 is craps. Craps is so much fucking fun. First of all, throwing dice is awesome, but just craps the game when you have somebody sit there and teach you how to play craps,
Yeah.
you instantly fall in love with craps.
Okay. I
It's
agree.
so much fun to play. That was the game I enjoyed playing the most when I was in Vegas.
Okay. I'll go. Mine is not that different from yours. At 5, I had poker. Same thing as you though. Like it's like
Fair.
I don't mind playing poker if it's just like if Pat was like we're having poker night. You and 4 of my buddies are coming over and we're doing this. Like that'd be fun because I know you guys. And,
In the
and
casino,
we're just hanging out. But it's like if I'm at the
Not
casino,
the
I want to
fucking
get
do.
wasted. And then if I'm wasted, I don't want to like
you want to bounce around.
and when I get the more I drink, the more likely I am to just like all right, fuck it, I'm all in. And if it's like
Poker's a game of patience.
not a $20 buy-in for your Friday night game that you're doing with your friends. It's not fun to just burn all your money like that.
And there's long periods where you just fold, do nothing.
Yeah.
It's a game of patience. In the casino, I'm not trying to be about
I don't want to
patience.
hang out all night.
I'm in a casino. I'm here for excess.
I want to get rich and get the fuck out of here. That's what I
Exactly.
want to do. So that's why it's 5. 4 is slots, pretty much like you said. You're pulling a lever. Yeah, it's shiny and cool stuff happens, but like it's just faster than poker. So that's why I got the edge on that.
It's fun to hit some slots when you're going from one game to another game.
Yes. Or when you
Just a
wait,
filler time.
like when if you go with another couple, like we've gone with another couple to the casino before, and you're like, "Hey, we're gonna go down to the casino. Do you want to? We'll go to dinner after this." And like then you'll wait for them. You're like, "Well, I'm gonna
Play
run a
some
couple,
slots for a little
I'll run a couple of these real fast." Or like if you do like the video poker at the bar while you're
Yep.
waiting for the free alcohol, but like slots is a very easy way to like, I got 10 minutes before I gotta get out of here. All right, let's kill some time on the slot machine. So that's 4. 3, I'm gonna go roulette vibes.
Vibes.
If you're hanging out all night at the roulette table, I think that's insanity. Also, just think you might be a vibes person. But I love like throughout the night when you're passing the roulette table.
The sound of roulette is
Yeah,
so
like,
good.
but when you're passing it and you have like, oh, I got $20. Let me just throw a little bit on here, a little bit on here, some on the 00 real fast. Let me do this, and then you just you paint the board a little bit. You watch it 2 or 3 times. All right, go to my next thing. That's the best. Or when you first walk in, red or black. What are we fucking doing? And you double it. You throw like $50, $100 down. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good night, and then you're gonna be a little bit more risky with your stuff if you hit. Maybe you're a little more conservative if you don't. So roulette, good vibe check, and I always use it as like it's not going great. Should I give up on the night? No, I just hit black. All right, we gotta go back to the casino. Let's try it. Let's try and win it back. Sometimes you lose the roulette. You gotta go up to the room. We're done. That's it. 2 is craps. I don't know how to play craps, which is why I'm not putting it 1. I think if I knew how to play it, it would be at 1. It does look like the most fun whenever you're walking by the craps table. Whenever you see anybody at the craps table, especially when it's going, it's electric and just everybody's pals with everybody. When somebody's hot, everybody loves them.
It becomes
It's-
the best vibes
You're
game.
like, "That's fucking guy."
When someone is on a long roll without crapping out, like when we were in Vegas, my buddy went 27 rolls without
That's
crapping
awesome.
out. Everybody at the fucking thing is sitting there rooting
And
you
the
on.
vibes just
Everybody's
are-
a team at that point.
Yes.
Like you can still bet the other way and be the dickhead, but nobody's doing that.
So that's why I got craps at 2, even though I don't know how to play it. Would love to play it at a casino with somebody if they want to go and show me. But then 1 is blackjack, just because it's like when you think casino games, I think blackjack.
Yeah, it's the
You can
casino game.
lose all your money in 14 seconds. You can win a lot of money in 14 seconds, but like you can also just play a couple of hands, get in, get out, and it is like as easy to figure out as you can get.
Yeah,
So I think I go blackjack, craps, roulette, slots, poker.
nice.
Good question, Mackenzie.
Fucking real good. That was
Good,
fun.
good power rankings. All right, next up we got this is Raimundo Benavides at Raimundo at Kmundo B on X. Raimundo says, "Do you think Bobby Boucher would have transferred if there was NIL back when he played?"
No, he's not leaving Mama.
Oh, I think
No, even the only way there's a chance is if Coach Klein gets a new job, he could go with him.
Coach Klein was definitely gonna get a new job, but
But Bobby Boucher's not leaving Mama.
you don't think
He's not. No, Bobby Boucher's playing there. If he gets, eventually graduates, goes to the NFL, maybe then he moves. But I could also see him being like, well, if the Saints don't sign me, I can't play in the NFL.
you don't think that LSU would give Bobby Boucher an absolute fucking bag?
Yeah.
And not only
Bobby doesn't care about
Bobby,
that.
he'd give Mama a bag too.
I think Mama would be like, you don't need that. We're fine without it. You stay home.
No, because
You-
she kind of
you know,
realized
but because she'd be like, you stay home close to Mama.
that football was his passion. I also think he was like 30 years old in the movie, wasn't he? So I think his eligibility is probably gone. But again, LSU, maybe Ole Miss, just like get a judge that went to the school and be like, no, it's fine. You can be 14 or 14 years older than most college
I don't-
athletes and
it-
just
it-
do this.
Bobby Boucher, he's not leaving. Those people accepted him and brought him
Was
in.
it South
That's his-
Central
that's-
Louisiana State University, SCS,
SCLSU.
LSU? Yeah. I think LSU, Lane Kiffin would come in. I need Bobby Boucher. I need a badass linebacker to go with my son-in-law. He's gonna fucking kick
I don't
ass.
think Mama would like Lane Kiffin.
Oh, I think Lane would charm the fuck off him.
I think he would try, and Mama would see through that shit. I don't.
Nah.
He ain't leaving, dude. That's his family. That's his team. They brought him there. He fell in love with it there. Bobby ain't leaving.
10 mil. 10
That's
mil.
important to him. He drove a fucking tractor.
Yeah, but he'd move you to Baton Rouge. He'd give you the finest John Deere tractor he could get. Maybe Massey Ferguson.
Oh, I'm sure he would try and give everything to. We can do this for Vicky. We can set her up a tarot card reading shop. All that stuff. They throw everything.
All
out.
of our water is the glacier water
Bobby Boucher ain't.
for the rest of the season.
Bobby Boucher ain't moving. He's gonna keep it SCLSU going.
I get your argument. I just think he takes Mama with him. I think Mama gets the Reggie Bush treatment. They get Mama the car.
Mama
they get
ain't
Mama the
leaving
house.
home.
They get
That's
all.
her
the
home.
stuff. But it's like not that.
Where you
far
gonna
from-
put Fred?
Oh, Fred's gonna get a nice place. Lane will take care of that. Lane Kiffin will take care of a place for.
I'm sure they would find spots for all that. It doesn't change the fact Bobby and Mama ain't leaving home.
All right, we're gonna have to agree to disagree on this, but
Okay.
I
I think you're crazy for even entertaining the thought.
I think Bobby Boucher takes the bag. He hits that portal and he's out of there. And I think he probably leaves the coach. Probably leaves the coach behind too.
Not see now you're just talking. about that.
Bobby Boucher is definitely hitting the transfer portal.
He's not leaving Coach Klein.
He's taking
The
it.
only way is if he's going with Coach Klein,
He's
and even then,
maybe as like maybe Coach Klein can be like a defensive assistant.
he was an offensive coach, dude.
Maybe, but like for Bobby though, he just needs a defensive assistant. So maybe like Lane can be like, here, you just hang out with Bobby. Fucking here's your job.
Not a chance. You're crazy.
I think Bobby Boucher would take the bag. He'd go. He'd leave.
Y'all let us know what you think. I think he's absolutely fucking.
He would not go
a
to
chance.
Florida. He would not go to Florida.
He wouldn't leave if he
Well,
left. He
he's-
wouldn't leave the state.
Is he
of
going to be a
Louisiana.
Gator? No. I'm not going to be ornery. Cause he ain't got no medulla oblongata.
I thought y'all had no toothbrushes.
That's why.
everyone
That's why
here
they're
got,
so ornery.
everyone here in Gainesville got such nice teeth.
All right, last question of the week is from Alex O at Alex McThunder1, and he says, "What sequel or prequel do you want to see from a movie that has not been made yet?" I tried hard to think of some. There's probably a bunch I could come up with, but just off the top of my head, the first one I could think of was I would be down to see I think there's a lot of Star Wars stuff that saturated the universe, but if you gave me a prequel of how Kylo Ren became Kylo Ren and why he turned on Luke, even though you got sort of a mini story of that, and
Remake those movies.
just do
And
what
do 'em
leads.
right.
Give me everything that leads to the Force Awakens Why is Kylo working? Like he's training under Luke. Why does he turn on Luke Skywalker? Why does he hate his parents? He sort of explains it in the newest series of Star Wars. I want the prequel. I want to know his backstory all the way.
What about a prequel to Remember the Titans? It's just the year before, but it's just following the white players around and shows how racist they
They're
all
really
were.
mean.
I don't know. What would be a good one? All my brain is just going to sports movies. And it's like, well, they're all just.
I want the year after they graduated Harry Potter. Like what are you
Well,
doing?
it said sequel. I was only thinking prequels. Yeah, dude,
What are
Harry.
you doing the first year out of college?
Give
Like
us some more Harry
they
Potter movies.
sequel you back to
Harrison, a fucking Orr or whatever you call it.
they show you back to like well like Harry gets married and Hermione and Ron have a kid and they're all seeing Draco's kids at the Hogwarts thing to send their kids off later and many years later and it's like no,
Give us the in between.
show me like I want to see Harry at an internship at the Ministry of Magic.
Ooh, it'd be kind of hard now, but a sequel to the original Teen Wolf. Let's see, like as an adult with Parkinson's Wolf.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be an interesting one.
I don't know. That one just
That'd
popped
be an
in my
interesting
head.
one. Just like how like aging wolf.
Godfather 4.
I think we're good with Godfathers.
You know what I want to see that's in the works, but hasn't been the sequel to the Sopranos movie, Many Saints of Newark.
Yeah, that would be a good
I
one.
can't wait to see the next one. I know that's being made. That's kind of cheating.
That'd be a good one. But I would go the Kylo Ren backstory. Because Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens, I was really trying to get into it, and you just don't know enough about him except that he hates Han Solo that we all loved, and we're like, why do you not like Han Solo?
I would like
Why
them to
did you
just
turn on?
remake those movies and not let Disney actually have any input this time.
They had the actors there, it just didn't. The execution wasn't. The first one wasn't bad.
George Lucas gave them a 3 movie script arc saying, this is what I have already pre-written for this. And they threw it all away, said, director, here, you make a movie. Then they gave the second movie to Rian Johnson and said, we don't have an overarching thing.
His
You
name
just
is
make
Rian Johnson.
Ryan. I always say it Rian because
Okay,
it's
I was gonna
R-I-A-N.
say, yeah, I was about
I
to say,
refuse to pronounce your name correctly if you're going to
always
spell
thought
it
it was
stupid
Ryan.
like that. But then they just gave him a movie, said, do whatever you want. And then the third movie that just spent the first half retconning a bunch of shit that he did or
Mm.
trying to fucking get ways out of it because he made a fucking horrible second movie. There was moments of it that were great. The story sucked.
And then, hey, we're sort of the same person, and we might be siblings, and we're just basically Han Solo and
Yeah.
again, even though we can't.
We're just not going to develop the black guy for 2 more movies after the first one when everyone had hope maybe he has force powers, all this stuff. And they're like, oh no, that person gone. Captain Phasma, we don't do anything with that. Are we going to explain who General or Emperor Snoke was? No, we're going to give you
The guy's
no
gone.
details on any of that. They just fucked that whole thing up. Just remake that. That's what I want. Remake Star Wars
That was why I wanted
7,
to.
8, 9.
What's Kylo's backstory? And then maybe in Kylo's backstory, you can learn about Snoke.
Also, for years, they've been talking about making Old Republic movies. Like in the height when there was like thousands of Jedis and thousands of Sith everywhere, that would be dope as fuck.
I just
let
want the Kylo
actual
backstory.
fucking nerds handle it that love Star Wars. Shouldn't have brought up Star Wars, dude. I can't.
Oh, Giants just made a trade.
Who'd they get?
A seventh round draft pick.
Who'd they give up?
Josh Azudu, our
Fuck
backup
yeah,
offensive
steal.
lineman. Fucking suck it, Kansas City. We're gonna probably draft a Hall of Famer with that seventh round pick.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. Yeah. So what we well you said the Sopranos prequel sequel that's already being
The
made.
prequel sequel.
The sequel to the Sopranos prequel. That's what he meant. Obviously, that's what he meant.
Honestly, actually, you know what a cool one would be? I would like to see Sons of Anarchy, but when the dads were around. Like when his dad was around and they were younger and shit.
Prequel.
They kind of like gave you a bunch of that information. I'd still fucking watch it. I love that shit.
Yeah. That's fair. All right. Anything Breaking Bad? Give me Giancarlo Esposito.
How did I not say it? Boondock Saints 3. I need to finally see the conclusion of it.
I want
The second one's
Gus's
horrible. I don't
origin. I want to see Gus's like prequel to Breaking Bad. That'd be cool.
That'd be nice.
All right. Great question, Alex. Oh, great question, everybody. Shout out to everybody that sent us our questions at PassGreatPod, hashtag PTG answers, and then answer or PassGreatPod at gmail.com, answers in the subject if you would like to submit yours. I am at Alex J. Milton on all socials. Pat's at not Pat Dion. And we are at PassGreatPod on all socials. Give us a follow. Give us a shout out if you're watching on the YouTube. Just let us know what your wife or girlfriend or the woman closest to you can reach out to thinks of Camel Crush tampons because I think we're going to take them off. I think they're going to take off. Right? Like they're going.
Well, they're going to take them off to put them in, and then they'll take off.
Yeah, menthstration is what it'll be.
Ooh,
You're gonna love menthstration.
That's good. You're going to enjoy your menthstration.
It's gonna be the menthiestration of all tampons, but louder. All right, it's Jay Middleton at Pat Dion at Pass Great Podcast. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Please share us with a friend. Make sure you like the YouTube video, subscribe to our channel, comment below, comment your celebrity right now as we pick ours. I'm gonna pick. Fuck, who do we talk about?
I'll take Dolly.
Yeah, I'll go Tim Curry then.
There you go.
All right, Tim Curry, Dolly Parton.
When I won, it's because I named a soccer player as the World Cup was going on. Maybe the algorithm will help
Maybe.
out here.
What if we got both?
That would be so awesome.
All right. Greg Allman, Wayne Gretzky, Kraftwerk, Paul Newman, Captain Beefheart and his M, Helen Hull Jacobs, Mel Gibson, and Scarlett Johansson. All right. Tim Curry, Dolly Parton. Let's run it back. Annette Bening, Mary Tyler Moore, Davina McCall, Lou Hode, Colin Farrell, Gwyneth Paltrow, Morgan Freeman, Bonnie Blair. One more time.
One more for Dolly.
All right, Dolly and Tim Curry, Peter O'Toole, Cyndi Lauper, Michael Johnson, Gregory Peck, Setsuka Hara, Bob Cousy, Greg Louganis, and then Colin Farrell again. Should have picked Colin Farrell.
Damn.
Twice. All right, nobody got it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I hope nobody gets injured on your favorite football team in their final preseason game, unless you're a Cowboys or Eagles fan. And until I talk to you next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.